Jonny Arcade, see the cards and he shuffled them truth. Shadow work, he pulled the strings, got them cosmic roots. Gliding through the dark like a prophet among suits. No cap is tarot craft, levitating the youths. It's Jonny Arcade, get your future arrayed. With the cards in his hand, all your fears get slain. Shadow dance on the walls where the demons get swayed. Tune in, lock eyes with the magic display. Third eye sharp, he catch the vibe, no delay. Mystic readings cooked from the Milky Way. Secrets of the soul in the cards they lay. Jonny Arcade, pave a brighter day. Open up the stream, let the wisdom flow. Every flip a trip, make your spirit grow. Truth in the arcana, pure in the glow. Jonny Arcade, always in the know. It's Jonny Arcade, get your future arrayed. With the cards in his hand, all your fears get slayed. Shadow dance on the walls where the demons get swayed. Tune in, lock eyes with the magic display. Moonlight whispers, terror shine on the plight. Shadow work, make the dark turn to light. Jonny's intuition strike, hit like a smite. Cosmic baller, psychic caller, deep insight. It's Jonny Arcade. Moonlight whispers, terror shine on the plight. Shadow work, make the dark turn to light. Jonny's intuition strike, hit like a smite. Cosmic baller, psychic caller, deep insight. Deep insight. Deep insight. Deep insight. Deep insight. Jonny Arcade, get your future arrayed. With the cards in his hand, all your fears get slayed. Shadow dance on the walls where the demons get slayed. Tune in, lock eyes with the magic display. Jonny Arcade, Jonny Arcade, Jonny Arcade. Yeah, Jonny Arcade. Jonny Arcade, Jonny Arcade, Jonny Arcade, Jonny Arcade, Jonny Arcade. Jonny Arcade, Jonny Arcade, Jonny Arcade, yeah, Jonny Arcade. Whispers, terror shine on the plate. Shadow work, make the dark turn to light. Jonny's intuition strike, hit like a smite. Cosmic baller, psychic color, deep insight. Sight. Deep insight. Deep insight.
At Jonny Arcade, he sees through the veil. Shadow work tales like reading braille. Flip the cards, destiny trails. Accurate hits, no room for fail. Crystal ball vision, deep incision. Darkest corners, precise precision. Tarot in his hand, each decision. Walk the shadows, no derision. Shuffle the deck, intuitions rise. Arcane whispers, truth never lies. Jonny Arcade, mystical ties. Underneath your skin, inner allies. Queen and king, journey begins. Wands and swords, revealing sins. Pentacles fall, destiny spins. Cups overflowing, breaking within. Shadow realm, find your true self. Jonny guides like nobody else. Tarot spreads, stories on the shelf. Inner demons, cards get dealt. High priestess knows hidden layers. Hermit walks, silent prayers. Judgment calls, no naysayers. Tower crumbles, unveil players. Queen and king, journey begins. Wands and swords, revealing sins. Pentacles fall, destiny spins. Cups overflowing, breaking within. Shuffle the deck, intuitions rise. Arcane listeners, truth never lies. Jonny
Testing. Is this thing on? Looks like it's on. Welcome to Jonny Arcade. In tonight's reading collective, we got You Can't Take Both Paths. Something has to be chosen. Something has to be chosen. Must be a fork in the road. And this is one of those things where I don't feel like you can like come back. It's like, you know those parking lots where there's spiked tires and it's like, do not go back. Whatever you do, do not back up. Do not back that thing up. This is one of those situations where even if you're a big fine woman, you don't want to back this thing up, okay? Otherwise, I would normally say shake what your mama gave you. But in this situation, you can't take both paths. Something has to be chosen. And I feel like the good thing is you get to choose. Welcome to Jonny Arcade. It's like this. What are we going to do with you? Can't take you anywhere. You want to go left or right? Where are we going? Forward or back? You can't choose both. You can't take both paths. Something has to be chosen. Maybe you were chosen. I don't know. But this will be a pick a deck reading, guys. If you're joining us live, and if you haven't already, now would be a fantastic time to hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, hit the thumbs up, drop a comment below if you're watching this on the replay. But if you're joining us live, you do all this good stuff, subscribe and everything. You can say hello in the chat. I'll be sure to welcome you in. Make sure you feel welcomed and part of the family. But yeah, I appreciate it. Helps the channel in a lot of ways when you do those things. But this will be done live. If you prefer the traditional pick a deck experience, you can check out the playlist in the description box. A bunch of timeless pick a decks there. But this is done live, and it's fun to have you with us live when we're doing it. But if you do want the timestamps for this reading, give me about an hour or so when this is over, and you can expect to see those timestamps in the description box as well as pinned in the comments section below the video. Good? Got it? Great. Let's go ahead and get started then, shall we? Without further ado, you can't take both paths. Something needs to be chosen.
Jonny Arcade, see the cards and he shuffled them truth. Shadow work, he pulled the strings, got them cosmic roots. Gliding through the dark like a prophet among suits. No cap is terror craft, levitating the youths. It's Jonny Arcade, get your future arrayed. With the cards in his hand, all your fears get slain. Shadow dance on the walls where the demons get swayed. Tune in, lock eyes with the magic display.
Welcome to Jonny Arcade. Hope you're doing well. Legend of Zelda Game & Watch is on. This is the community chest. I keep this shuffled and off to the side, and as we receive synchronicities throughout the live stream, we pull from this deck. It contributes to a whole secondary background reading that takes place simultaneously. It usually corresponds rather well with what we got going on here. in real time, and then we review it at the end. It's a whole fun thing we do here at Jonny Arcade. You should stick around and check it out. And if you are joining us live, take a look at the poll if you haven't already. Make sure you there's no right answers, wrong answers, just an opportunity for you to self-reflect on where you might be in your journey today. 11:03 on the Zelda Game & Watch. That's 1:13. And if you know, you know. But it's a really good way to start the show. Someone knows. Look at that. Look at that. Would you look at that? Whenever I see cards come out like this, you know what I say? I say, would you look at that? Ten of Pentacles, the Empress. What are you doing later? You need a ride or anything? All right. Level 1. This is how we're going to do this. Oh, and a new deck alert. I've only opened it to cleanse it. I haven't even shuffled it. I fan through the cards. I cleanse the cards. But new deck. So I personally am rooting for this one right here, Oracle of the Divine. Should be fun. But we'll see. We'll just have to see. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. One. Aries Fire Bicycle Oracle. Don't worry. There'll be more chances. There'll be more chances. Okay. Level 1. If you chose the Bicycle Aries Fire Oracle, this is your reading. You can't take both paths. Something has to be chosen. That deck has been through hell and back and hell again and back again and back to the future and then back to hell. But it's still here. It's still alive. Yeah. 4 of Cups on its side. Emotional inventory time and count your blessings on its side. Someone could be heavily in their feels right now, reflecting, should I stay, should I go, left or right? Assassin. Ooh, that's the thing. Someone wants to be on both sides, play both sides of the fence. Well, I'm getting like, some straight medieval frickin'. Which disciple was it of Jesus that got killed by, horses tied to his hands and then horses tied to his legs and then they go in opposite directions? One of the disciples, apostles, one of the ones that denied Jesus. They all did besides John the Beloved. Why so serious? Yeah, what's the problem? Like, why is the choice so difficult? Communication breakdown. Someone might be asking themselves that. Why don't I want to do this? Why don't I want this? God, I feel like this is every woman on the planet. Thought this is what you wanted, baby. And then feminism was born. Oh my goodness gracious. Get a seat at the table in reverse. Last Supper, count your blessings. That's weird, because I was talking about counting your blessings right here, because that's what that says. I was thinking of the Last Supper. And it says, get a seat at the table, and this says literally in my handwriting, Last Supper. Hence the whole disciple thing. Last Supper. Count your blessings. It's in reverse. Was someone starting to finally realize your worth now that you're ready to like step into your power? Come together right now over me. Someone doesn't want to choose, they want to be chosen with the quickness. It's like if they were chosen, they would jump on it right away. But they don't want to fear rejection. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. It's like they know you're the one or something, collective. Wow, 33. So 6, 8, that would be 8, but 88 miles per hour, Marty. 33. And that would be 6. So there's all kinds of fun ways we can play with this. 888, 66, 234, 2468. Who do we appreciate? Jesus. All right. What is this? Yeah, look, the Joker in reverse. Satan's like, why don't you appreciate me? Cause, man, work together. Yeah. Okay, let's give you let's play devil's advocate. You twisted my arm, Satan. I guess today is the day, Satan. You're welcome. After all, you do exist. Soul Scribe Tribe, Jennifer Miller, welcome. Okay, Mark was dragged to the streets. Okay. Yeah, I guess pulled apart by forces was too quick of a death or something. But thank you. That's the type of shit we need here. The fact checkers. I love being wrong when I'm still right. You know? But welcome, y'all. Strong. It's like, no. I'm trying not to get my channel canceled off YouTube by being funny, so hold on. I'll think of something better to say that isn't involved trafficking. Strong, smart, independent, Queen of Swords. I'd still squeeze it. Whoa, I'll still squeeze it in there every now and then when I can. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Shit's crazy right now. I don't even know what's going on. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Take a glimpse in the mirror. Oh my goodness gracious. That was crazy. That was insane. 11-11 on the Zelda Game & Watch. I don't even... You need to not let me touch things in antique shops. I'll fucking end up having to buy the whole place. That was like my worst fear when I was a little kid. Like, can't break anything in here. When can we go to KB's toy stores? It'd be like my reward for not breaking anything. Even the salt and pepper shakers up in that bitch is like, dude, don't break anything in here. Like a bull in a china shop or whatever. But yes, it's like strong, smart. That's the thing. I feel like someone sees not how they're close your eyes, make a wish. Someone's wishing that this is like a kid hoping that mom and dad will get back together. I mean, God bless them. I mean, you gotta maybe show them the Santa Claus or liar, liar or something. That's what this might be. Liar, liar. Hands on fire. Party time. Excellent. There it is again. 33. Remember? I was saying it was all... there it is. 3. All threes are threes out here. We have the 888. They're in the past. Party time. See, it's like something you don't have to worry about anymore. Your ships are coming in, and I'm reaping all the benefits. This is such a good 3333. And again, I feel like you might be keeping this to yourself. You might have plans. Close your eyes, make a wish. Ace of Wands in reverse. Get started. Okay, so I am getting forewarning about analysis paralysis. You know, you got everything all mapped out. You got your tools. You got the stuff, and it's like, I feel like you're ready. I feel like you're ready. Empress St. Clair, welcome. I feel like it's like too late to turn back, and this isn't a scary thing. It's scary because it's almost like you have to go through with it now. Because I'm getting like Shawshank Redemption, like the tunnel's dug. You know what I mean? Like if they so much as sweep your fucking cell, you're so screwed. You know what I mean? You're so screwed. So you're on best behavior. Everyone's like, this is weird. Why are they acting all weird? 8:44 on the clock. And you're like, no reason. I don't know what you're talking about. But you ready. Your hole is dug. Even Truman in Truman Show, he was digging that hole. Remember in the fucking, he was gardening in the beginning. He was trying to get out of there, man. He was digging his own underground tunnel. He's like, if they traffic kids this way, maybe I can get myself out this way. Bad boys, bad boys. What you gonna do? What?
Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
But you're a good boy. Or a good girl. You've been a good, you're on the nice list. They're on the naughty list. You get the fire trick or the football or the hula hoop or whatever the fuck you want. Shit's different nowadays. I just want an Amazon gift card. I just want points for my Roblox. There's another 55 over here. Bad boys. And hey, Doc. You better. Hey, Doc. What's up, Doc? You better back this thing up. We don't have enough woe to get up to 88. Yeah. Someone thinks you're guilty of something, but that's only because they lack the truth. The other side of the story or something. Ill intentions, injustice. King of Swords. Someone's speaking bad on you. And the sun will come out tomorrow. You know, what's done in the dark always gets brought to light. You know, I'm hearing ODB. Ooh, baby, I like it raw. Yeah, baby, I like it raw. No common sense, greed, Queen of Pentacles. This liar is doing it for some sort of clout. And I have a feeling this might have worked in the past with, hey, Doc, you better back up. But no. Where we're going, we don't need to back up to 88, but someone needs to back up. Someone needs to back the fuck up. The Onyx is here. Back the fuck up. Just back the fuck up. I'm a big boy, standing in my big boy stance. Hurry up and give me the microphone before I bust in my pants. Slam. Da-da-da. Da-da-da. I let the boys be boys. Open up to receiving with the quickness. Wow. You ready, right, collective? Conflict. 10 of Cups. What is it? Queen of Pentacles. Bulletproof Manager. I was getting with this. Someone's like maybe in charge of someone's finances or something. 3 of Wands on its side. Cooperation, collaboration. Your ships are coming in. Yeah, I feel like it's yours. This is like you do all the work and they're not giving you an allowance or whatever. Isn't that like labor laws or whatever? Emotional inventory time. It's time to go. Wow, look, another one. 44. Emotional inventory time. Back to action. Choosing self. Again, managing your own business. At least when you do that, like, you can stroll in a little late, but you get the shit done, right? Go all in reverse. I feel like it's like something is demanding of, I want to tell you right now, too much of your energy. Maybe in the past you were able to swing it, but something is too demanding of your energy, at least to your own standards. You're not the power outlet that this energy can just refuel off of. You got to fight for your right. And peace out. 7, 8, 9, 10. One off the top. Look, it's in reverse. What did I say about it's too depleting of you? You know what this says? It's in reverse. Every time I come around your city, bling, bling. And so whether you're giving this energy money, it's whatever your currency is. Remember in the last live, I was telling you about the downloads I was getting about pentacles being food, right? What we feed ourselves, the fuel, whatever gets consumed by us. And again, depending on how many miles per gallon, you know what I mean, your engine be running, it might not be as fuel efficient, energy efficient. Putting a hole in your own ozone layer, my man, my girl. Never mind the aerosol cans. Never mind Angela Ocasio-Cortez's Green New Deal. You need to get your shit figured out. We're off to see the wizard. Again, I feel like someone thinks whatever you're doing is far-fetched, but you can absolutely accomplish this. I feel like it's just because to them, they wouldn't be able to accomplish it. If they set out on the same journey, they wouldn't be able to do it. And they're doubting you because they're like, there's no way. Independence, 9 of Pentacles. Shut the frick up. You're like, I don't need no Tin Man, no fucking Cowardly Lion. They're just going to hold me back. Don't even get me started on Scarecrow. That fucking motherfucker. Half the time, I just want to light them up and smoke them. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about, collective? Save 20% at base smokes. Get yourself a free 8th. Link in the description box below. Level 1. That was your reading. That would be a great sketch. They roll up and smoke the Scarecrow. And then it's like, forget it. He can kill the witch by himself. Like, I feel smarter when we smoke the Scarecrow. He did have brains. I was putting this away, but I don't know why I started shuffling. But the tortoise and the hare, Page of Pentacles, your long-term investment, not that short-term reward bullshit. I feel like you care for your things. Even if you have a lot of stuff or whatever, you care for it. Someone else can just be a hoarder, and it's like disgusting. If we were to compare you to them or whatever. But that could have been something you bonded on. Maybe you guys collected stuff or whatever. No, they had a hard time letting go of stuff is what it was. Otherwise, they'd have a booth at the fucking state fair showing off all of their salt and pepper shakers. Okay. All right. Okay. Level 2. St. Clair knows what I'm talking about. Level 2. You can't take both paths. Something has to be chosen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's the food pyramid. Which is mind control. So you'll buy more Kellogg's cornflakes. 11:22 on the Zelda Game & Watch. Part of a complete breakfast. Who's going to eat all that food? I'm never going to get anything done today if I eat all that shit. It's like American Grand Slam. I usually get that at 4 in the morning when I'm trying to prevent being hungover. It's the best. Over easy eggs, get the sourdough toast and division. Oh man. And then you're like, oh, I forgot I got pancakes. And you got pancakes, bro. Okay, what did I say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. 1. That's 1, 1. 1111111, which is also the Game Boy. So let's do this. Let's do this. All right. Bonus round. Level 2. All right. It's giving me High Priestess vibes too. All right. Bonus round. High Priestess vibes. We had Magician vibes. Now we got High Priestess vibes. Okay. You can't take both paths, okay? Something has to be chosen. And this is a perfect example of that, collective. So here's what we're going to do. Heads. Tails. All right? Heads. Tails. These are two different decks. Don't let the look fool you. Bethany Bond, welcome. Oh, the POKEDECK. The Jonny Arcade POKEDECK. How exciting. Exciting. It's like a woman to me. Fresh is so fresh. All right. Level 2. You can't take both paths. Something has to be chosen. If you chose the Jonny Arcade POKEDECK, this is your reading. Pokedokie. Artichoke. All right. A lot of custom decks today so far. Interesting. Oh. Jeez Louise. I mean, that in itself is a whole thing. Well, let's see. Telepath. This is in reverse. Telepath. Unspoken communication. Energy awareness. Soul communication. Thought projection. And empathy. It's in reverse. Rotom is possession. New role emerging, change your approach, embodiment change. Change is the key word here. Power requires a vessel. It's in reverse. I feel like you have to make a choice on your own, collective. Someone can't make this choice for you. I do feel like you're like half in, half out. I'm sure we'll get into as to why. But again, new beginning, opportunities, new arrival, fresh energy, potential, new possibility, ready to emerge. I feel like this is someone sitting on their hands. Pile 1, I was kind of getting this a little bit with the analysis paralysis, like you have everything you need and it's just a matter of kind of getting started. Some stuff maybe was brought out and revealed as to why you haven't. This, I feel like, is someone getting in their own way. Finion, hidden light, subtlety, grace, protection, inner beauty, quiet confidence. Your light remains even when hidden. What's interesting is I almost feel like for some of y'all, you haven't even stepped into this new version of you yet, and people are already maybe worried about that. High voltage, your personal power is increasing. Confidence, power, courage, presence, strength, boost. You are more powerful than you realize. And this is in reverse. Static charge, something powerful is building up. Anticipation, build up, step right up. Tension before release, on in 5. If you feel like in a weird way, kind of not panicked, just kind of, I want to say comfortably numb, but not in like a toxic way, because you're like high on drugs and you're sick of the rock and roll life and you just don't want to go on stage. This would be more like you're kind of scared to go on stage, but you've reached like a state of peace. And when you get there, you know what I'm talking about if you've been there. It is kind of like a high. And it's almost like you don't care if it goes right or goes wrong. It's just going and you're like flowing with it. You're not chasing waterfalls, but you can feel one coming closer because you're body surfing down a whitewater rafting, what have you. This is in reverse. Great Ball of China. No, Great Ball. Seek and you shall find. Yeah, see, it's coming towards you. It's coming for us. You're like, I know. Embrace it. Seek and you shall find. Persistence, reward, determination, success, achievement. What you are searching for is in search for you, in search of you. It's in reverse. Again, you know this. That's what's allowing you to stay in flow. That's the thing. I'm getting like worst case scenario. There's a waterfall. Worst case scenario. You know, it's like I'm getting someone like taking their hands off the wheel and trusting or something. Don't do that, by the way. But just the metaphor of like closing your eyes, letting your hand off the wheel and trusting that you're safe or whatever, which is again batshit crazy, but not like I haven't done it myself. But no, like just that crazy sense of knowing that you're protected in that instance, to where there's no fear. That's my point. There's no fear. And it might feel weird, like you're numb. But if you were numb, you wouldn't feel it. That, my brother, my sister, is peace. Hold on to that. That's your currency right there. Right there. Driftloon, this is in reverse. Well, yeah, hold on to it. Hold on to it, because this was in reverse. Someone feels invisible, drifting away, disconnected from reality. It's almost like fear of missing out, but you're not missing out on anything. And even though you know that, you still fear missing out. Escapism, detachment, avoidance, isolation. This is in reverse. No, you're ready to get out there. Even if it means, I feel like you're wanting to collaborate, but even if it means having a little competition or whatever, it's like it comes with it or something. It comes with the territory. Like there's going to be competition. Haters going to hate. Paint's going to taint. You know what I mean? Painter's going to taint. Painter's going to paint. What is this? Basic energy, premonition. You can sense what's coming. What did I say about you feeling? Even though you don't know. It's like, you know that there's no obstacles. This is like, no, never mind the taking your eyes off the wheel or whatever, because that seems scary. But like Marty driving into the Indians at the drive-in theater. What about those Indians, Doc? Won't those Indians be there? Oh no, that's just a painting, Marty. They won't be there. You can sense what's coming. Wait for it. And foresight. Remember when I said foresight in the beginning? There's so many cards in this deck. More than a tarot deck. Wait for it. Foresight. Intuitive timing. Anticipation. Spidey senses tingling. So I do trust this energy. This is like you're not sitting on your hands. You're just waiting for that perfect time. Like I said, you have everything ready. But I don't know. It was getting misconstrued. So with earlier, I almost feel like this motivation comes and goes, comes and goes, comes and goes. I feel like as long as it goes, like as long as it's like one step back, two steps forward, one step back, two steps forward, then you're like, fucking, now we're doing the cha-cha, baby. Now we're dancing with butter or whatever. I wouldn't dance with butter. That sounds dangerous, especially in the kitchen. But cooking with butter is a good idea. But I wouldn't dance with it. You butter not. Tinka tough. It's in reverse. Oh, you tinka tough, huh? This is in reverse. You are stronger than you think. Or wait, you're stronger than doubt. That's what it says. You're stronger than your doubt. Boundless power. confidence. See, this is in reverse. I feel like you're not in your ego. If anything, you're humble is the problem. But it's not a problem. It's what makes you beautiful. 11:33 on the clock. But be humble. Be yourself. That's what Genie was trying to communicate to Aladdin this whole time. Just be yourself. Not Prince Ali, fabulous he. You're just an Aladdin with the fancy outfit on. Tara Star, welcome. Someone tinked a tough. I taught a Todd Tuffy. Yeah, I did. Proof is in the pudding. Expansion, courage, it's in reverse. Again, don't take advice from this person who is so far off the radar, who has drifted so far away and has, again, I'm getting Uncle Rico. Someone could be involved in Rico crimes, but I'm getting Uncle Rico. Like, I bet you I can throw a pigskin over them mountains. That or someone lives in a fucking orange van down by the river. Vicavolt. Channel power. Effective, focused energy. Now we're fucking with butter. Now we're dancing with brisket. I would dance with brisket. Just careful not to choke. Channel power, effective, focused energy, precision, focus, cooperation, work, dance with the brisket, not for the brisket. Pendency, wasted energy, poor planning, crossing the streams. There's only one time that's good, and that's when you're trying to destroy the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. There's no other case where crossing streams is okay. Not even when two dudes are out there camping. Especially when two dudes are out there camping. Haven't you seen Brokeback Mountain? Haven't you learned anything? I haven't seen it. I refuse. It's just one of those things, you know? It's like, I don't need to see it. I don't need to see it. Like, I don't need to experience anal sex. Like, I just know I won't like it. Like, call me stubborn, you know? Even if that unlocked the secrets to all of humanity, I guess I'll never know that stuff. And I'm okay with that. Some things we're not supposed to know. Exit only, man. Whether that was just propagandized into my brain, I'm glad it was. I could think of a lot better things to do with my time. Look, escapism, disassociation, trespassing. That's what I'm saying, man. Forgive us your trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us, and lead us not into temptation. Don't forget the second part. Lead us not into temptation. You sicko. Get your mind out of the gutter and pass the butter. There's the butter again. I guess we should just dance with it after all, maybe. I don't know. Baking up? Baking up, baby. Link is getting the silver arrow. Again, I feel like the fear, the pain, the anxiety is lifting. Oh, you know what? Today, not only did I give myself a haircut, but it was trash day, took out the trash. We just had the roads paved, all fresh and top coated this week, and they're all curing right now as we speak. Fresh coat, right? New road paved. And then, guess what was in the middle of the street when I pick out the trash? A freaking snake skin. The dead snake. A shed snake skin, which means two things. There's a snake around here somewhere who feels refreshed and renewed and probably like $1 million. And again, new skin, shedding old skin, new and old, shedding the old, paving way for the new. That was all just this afternoon. Marie, abundance. This is in reverse too. Growth, prosperity, potential. Fertility. Hey, ladies. Expansion. Some of y'all might just need to get like drawstring pants and go eat a buffet or something. There is more than enough. You know? 2 fish, 5 loaves. So you know. Okay. Now these were the ones that, well, I've been pulling from them, but they were face down earlier. Quiet mind in reverse. Oh, are you speaking it now? Watch what happens when you do that. It gets tested a little bit, but then everything's fine. The world didn't end. Maybe we should do that more often. Let's see what this says before I go speaking out of my ass. You know what I mean? Maybe I should quiet my mind and just read the damn card, John. Stillness, restoration, perception, meditation, calm, clarity. What's done in the dark comes to light. Didn't I say that earlier? I literally said that earlier. It's in reverse. So the only way that can start to happen is if I'm getting like a sieve. Do you guys know how a sieve works? Anyone else been in dry goods manufacturing? Well, think of like sand, right? There's like different sizes of sand. And this thing shakes, and there's different sizes of mesh with different size holes. Think of like when you put your quarter in an arcade and it knows it's not a quarter. Because of the size, it won't go through the little thing. If it's smaller than a quarter, it'll fall through a little hole. So it's like it can detect that it's a quarter, basically. There's ways to get around it, but they're harder to do nowadays. I just feel like, yeah, something is secure. And although people might complain about the added measures, wouldn't you rather have to get to the airport a little bit earlier just to know that there's not going to be some dude flying your plane into a building? Even if it was an inside job. I'm just saying, you know, even though you can put a gun on a 3D printer and probably get that past security, but who am I? I don't know. Excuse me. What do I look like? Taliban? What is this in reverse? Shadow lens. Unable to see the errors of their ways. Someone, again, doesn't see how something is bad or their opinion is bad or something. And this could be someone trying to get through to you, but then that would mean that they don't see how your side of it either. Hidden aspects of self. Shadow work is needed. Fear. Yeah, this is someone speaking out of their fears. And it's like maybe you see clearly what they need to address. And maybe it's a lot of stuff. Oppression, inner conflict, shame, guilt, remorse. It's probably one of each of those things at least. Shame, something they're ashamed about, something they feel guilty for, and something that they wish never happened. Probably because of a choice they made that they shouldn't have. But they were always gonna. You understand? The conductor. This is in reverse. So again, I feel like you are the one conducting this orchestra, conducting this train. The difference between an orchestra and the train is what? One is solely it's A to B on track. We just need to keep it on track. Full steam ahead, right? There's no going back. And switching tracks requires a little more effort. Where what was another thing I said? That's the train on the track, and then there was another thing I was talking about. The conductor, the orchestra requires a lot of cooperation. So much cooperation. Coordination. In a lot of cases, rehearsal. I just heard construct. But this is the conductor. Channel energy rather than control it. Leadership, focus, direction, guidance, channeling. Your power flows and your energy knows. This is in reverse. So again, someone trying to tell you something you already know. They are wrong about, and maybe you're no longer speaking up about it and you're just doing it and doing it well, because maybe that's why this reading seems like you're not getting anything done. Maybe this is supposed to appear that way, because I feel like you are getting a lot done. And again, just like the first reading was more like the tunnels dug in Shawshank, I feel like, yeah, you know that. You're ready. And I feel like you do got guards snooping around your cell, tossing up your your bunk or whatever. But you know what? There's so many other things they need to be worried about. There's more than enough problems to go around. Wow. Annihilate. This is in reverse. Again, I feel like someone has a grudge against you. It's like really holding on to something that you probably have no clue what this is. And you know what's interesting? I bet if they brought it up, you could probably resolve it like that. But righteous fury, that's the thing. I feel like they have no right to be in the position they're in, having the opinion they do, but they refuse to listen or admit the truth, because then they'll see through their own veil, which that might start to get uncomfortable. Anger, conviction, passion, justice, stand up for what you believe. It's in reverse. What did I say earlier about you finally speaking up and doing what you feel called to, regardless of what this energy feels? 1144 on the Zelda Game & Watch, level 2. Because again, reminder. If they're in your shoes, and they're not, nor would they ever be. Like, just picture that alone. Did you see them doing what you're doing? No. Do they have any interest? No. Now that you know that it's totally worth it and it's not stupid or whatever, does that change anything? Could you convince them now? Some of y'all might even be really successful at what you do, and your parents or whatever still see you as a loser or whatever. You're at like 6 figs every few months. You pay for them to go on trips and shit, and they don't even say thank you or what have you, and it's like they just expect it. What would happen if you cut them off? I bet you'd be the devil. I bet you'd be the devil, and there's all these things wrong with you, and I can't believe you're not tending to see what we all see. After all, we raised you to see the same thing. Where did you get those glasses? What is this, They Live? What are you, Roddy Piper? Is this movie directed? Is this published by the World Wrestling Entertainment Industry? Where's John Cena? Am I being punked? Level 2? That was your reading. Ashton Kutcher's around here somewhere. I know it. Did I butterfly effect my ass into a different timeline? What's going on here? I've seen this movie. Probably means my ex is a prostitute now or something. I don't know. I should probably just hang out here. Who knows what else is out there? You know what I mean? Best friends all catatonic and shit. Yeah, I'll just hang out here. I'm fine with myself, you know. I'm not self-conscious. Comfortable with my masculinity. I can wear pink and salmon colored polos and whatnot and be just fine with that, you know. And I don't have to be on a golf course. It could be fucking Thursday, you know. But I don't have any salmon colored shirts. I feel like if it's like during the time of year where I'm lighter skinned, it might look like my flesh color. I think it's weird when people wear flesh colored clothing and it's like you do the double and then the triple check just to make sure there's a collar or something, because you're like, that dude either has no nipples or his t-shirt is the same color as his skin. What? No one told him when he was like, hey honey, you like this shirt? Put it back. It's the same color as your flesh. No one wants to see that. That's weird. You know what I'm talking about, right? Skin colored shirts. Pet peeve of mine. Whoever told you that was a good idea, they were wrong. Fashion police, arrest this man and throw that shirt away. That is what you get when you wear that color. It's like the same color as like chewing gum when it's lost its flavor. 3-week-old Bazooka Joe under the desk. I've seen it a million times. All right. I'm telling you, man. You don't believe me? Level 3. Are you ready? Y'all ready for this? Yeah, fruit stripe. The best 5-minute flavor on the planet. If they could just figure out how to... They need to get with Willy Wonka and be like, hey, we need an everlasting fruit stripe gum. I buy more of it. I used to buy it just to smell the fucking thing in my car. All right, my whole car would smell like that shit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I always go for the juicy fruit. You know what I'm saying? It's like the next best thing. Juicy fruit. One, 2, 3, 4. Pack your bags. Oh, wait, no, it's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Beyond Lemuria. I thought that was a 1. It's all concaved and engraved, and it looked like a 1 like that. Or a 4. My bad, it looked like a 4. That looks clean. I like that. Okay. You guys can't see it, but I can. Helps with my off-screen OCD. Self-diagnosed. 7-Eleven can be of significance. November 7th, January 17th, January 8th, August 1st. Yeah, July 11. February 7. Level 3, if you chose the Beyond Lemuria Oracle cards, this is your reading. You can't take both paths. Something has to be chosen. Ooh, Mount Shasta energy. Everything's starting to make sense, maybe. Personality. Oh. Really want to use that Oracle deck I got. I might just do a separate reading with just that to break it in. So keep an eye out for that. I'll probably do that, especially if we don't get chosen in this reading. But we still got one more round, the final boss after this. So stay tuned. Sacral chakra, core of creation. In the roots of creation, everywhere. We're jamming. What you want. Communication, co-creation, core of creation. Again, you are the reason why. It's almost like Roseanne Barr. You created the Roseanne thing, and then now they want to like take it from you and create the Connors. Someone taking something that's yours and calling it theirs. Home in reverse. Wow, this could literally be a property, but it's rightfully yours. Solar plexus chakra. I'm going to put this on top of sacral chakra. Look at all that energy. Radiant illumination, core of creation. I'm getting that you're like the cornerstone of something's success, and you don't feel successful because, again, it's like you have your hands. Journey to wholeness. It's like you're the reason for the season, and this girl's boobs, I don't want to get me in trouble, so I'm gonna just put a bullet on them tits. Damn girl, you titty. Okay. How many pages are in this, by the way? Asking for a friend. Oh, that looks, it says Hidden Worlds, but it looks like Never Ending Story. Like the movie poster. 140. Vulnerability. Okay. Nice. That was a nice chunk. Okay, cool. Throat chakra in reverse. Express your truth. It's in reverse. No, this is saying stop. You already spoke something with this radiant illumination. Again, this is someone finally like not wasting their breath. Alignment in reverse. Realizing that you know what I'm saying? They're not aligned. They're not going where you're going. The sad thing is, again, you thought they were. Okay? We've established that. Life, force, energy, you're not letting it hold you back. Someone might be saying this or saying that. They want to come with you, what have you. We'll tell them what time the fucking flight leaves, and if they're not at the airport, right? This ain't Spirit Airlines, bro. We're leaving on time. Beyond the mind in reverse. Someone might be thinking you're bluffing or you're not serious about going after whatever this is. They might even be teasing you like, yeah, right. What's the matter, McFly, you chicken? You ain't never going to do that, you silly goose. You'll never publish that book, you silly. So stupid. Sci-fi. Who's even into sci-fi? There's no market there. Stupid. No one wants to read or watch TV or movies about UFOs and aliens and it's so stupid. I was this close to buying a National Enquirer. They just because I want to see what the MIB was looking at. You know, it's been a long time. I forgot what that shit. It was like, just Diana's a reptilian or whatever. Last time I looked at that shit. I think that's, you know what I'm talking about. Internal Explorer. The Portal Keeper in reverse. Wow, in full spectrum. Yeah, you see. Holy crap. 11:55. It's like you don't need to be told twice about something. You're like, you don't even have to think twice about whatever this, you know, it's a blessing. It's meant for you. It's like having only one left of something that the odds of it being there, you know, because you've been keeping watch, because you've been paying attention. The chances of it being there, it's rare. It's rare. I talked about Antique Shop earlier. And how, like, when I was a kid, like, I love antique shops, but it's like not being able to touch anything as a kid because I probably would bump a shelf and then fucking Tommy Boy the whole damn place, and then we're banned for life from the fucking antique shop. But I'm saying no, it's like, touch that shit. Play with it. You won't drop it, Butterfingers. There's that butter again. Leave the butter on the dance floor. Leave the butter on the dance floor. Oh. But no, I feel like you don't need, again, you're like, take my money, right? Like, what? You can't put a price on whatever this is because it's for you. Or finding a keychain that finally spelled your fucking name right at the beach or whatever. I'm just going to put a card over her boobs. You know what I'm talking about? Like, trust me, having a name Jon growing up was not fun. When you just want a gosh damn souvenir. You know what I'm saying? I just want a little miniature license plate for my bicycle, and why isn't there a John? Ah. Struggle is real. I tell you. Evolution in reverse. Gracious receptivity. again, you're realizing that something, no matter what you do, how hard you try, no matter how much, like, even though your efforts are like, you could see your own efforts are improving. I feel like there's only so much. It's like you can't roll back the mileage on this car, no matter how cool you make it look on the outside. It's lipstick on a pig. This thing's got a blown head gasket. You know what I'm saying? If you were to sell it on fucking Auto Trader, you'd probably be like, yeah, recent transmission work, blows cool air, fires right up. And it leaks coolant down the driveway. But everything's fine. No. You'll look cool rolling into middle school, you know, dropping off your kids or what have you. Don't do that. Freedom. Yeah. As soon as you put the top down on that Corvette, it's going to... there goes that joyride you were thinking about. Trust your innocence in reverse. Manifestia. Again, I feel like some of y'all know you're not in a rush to get the wrong vehicle. You're not in a rush to get the wrong house. You're not looking for the wrong job out of desperation because you're sick of the one you're at. You're ready and waiting. Because you know you can't take both paths. Something has to be chosen, and you've chosen anything but this, perhaps. And this is going to require, I feel like, releasing. Just like all the other ones, something's being released. This one looks almost like you can't wait. The pile one was like it would actually free you up from all kinds of stress and duties and maybe even financial burdens, just burdens, period, that you have taken on as your responsibility. And the reason why they're not moving forward, level one, was because they feel guilty. Like they're abandoning someone who you're not abandoning them. You're abandoning yourself by catering to them. All right, 140. Link, just right when I say catering to them, it went do-do-do-do-do-do-do. And now Link is defeating Ganon as we speak. About to turn his ass into a pillar of pink Himalayan sea salt. You know what I'm saying? Pillar of salt. Sure. Himalayan sea. We come from the earth, and then we send this demon ass back to the earth. Or whatever. It's needed, I mean, the dark and the light, right? Like even Ganon's lair. It wouldn't look so cool if it weren't for the light white bricks. You know what I mean? You wouldn't see the skeleton there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? It's, we need a little, again, it just need a little blackness. That's what made Men in Black cool, remember? Will Smith or whatever. It's dangerous to go alone. Take a black guy with you. Okay. Or black chicks, shit. I've seen black chicks tougher than a lot of dudes. And they're not like masculine. They're just bout it. You know what I mean? 140. That's right. Bout it. Wait, hold on. 120, 32, 42, and there's 140. So this should be perfect. Ooh, that landed on one. There's how many? Is this a 20 die? Yeah, that's the 20 die, and it landed on one. So we got 111 out here. That's crazy. Then we got 20. We got 7 again. So 77, 111, and what is this? 2. Okay, so 22. So we got 22, 29, 30, 30. That was a low roll, but hey, that's how this works. Yeah, look, 29, 30. So it's right where the chakra cards begin. So let's just go ahead and see. Earth, Star, Chakra. Initiation. Do you solemnly swear? Here, just... There'll be a little pinprick, but there will be no more. and you may feel a little sick. No, it doesn't feel sick. This isn't a poisoning going through your bloodstream. This is a blessing going through your soul. You know what that feels like? Oneness, collective consciousness, anchoring transmissions from the higher realms, sacred earth knowledge, integration of the divine, working with grid lines. What? That sounds dope. You are standing at a gateway into the unknown with trust in your heart. Again, this is that faith of even though you don't know what it is, you know you're going to have to go after it. Ancient remembering in your soul, an inner illumination, radiant illumination, solar plexus chakra, remember? To light the way. So it's not a flashlight lighting your path. It's an inner light shining on the darkness, which then you don't care if there's a light or not because you've adjusted, you've acclimated to the darkness here on Earth, which what goes up must come down or whatever. Gravity or whatever. To Isaac Newton. You have access to the seat of creation. What? Where was that one? The core of creation, remember? The core, the seat. It's like you're the director and the chair has your name on it and shit. Cut. From the top. Action. In 3. This place is clear and grounded, despite moving through multidimensional realms and able to bridge worlds while functioning in physical reality. See, I am getting like you're the director. Remember in the last reading, Alf 2, we talked about the conductor, and it's like, yeah, you're the bridge between all these different worlds. The glue, the ether that binds the atoms and makes it solidified real object here on the earth. Objective. Bringing an idea to fruition. Creation. In the roots of creation, airware. You're jamming. Is it jammed? Is your printer jammed? I hate printers. The higher you reach for the divine and the realms of spirit, the more important it is to anchor deeply to the earth. Or just, save 20% at base smokes or 25% at road trip and take advantage of that. Restore. Explore clearing meditations. Save 20% at base smokes. Self-energy work and put intention into the meaningful parts of your life. For me, examples of that would be like even when I say grace or when I take a sip of this coffee. May every sip of this coffee bring me clarity. May it cleanse me. May it wash out any grossness in my body that doesn't belong there. Give me energy to tackle the things that I need to tackle. Ashe, and so it is. Amen. And thank you for this privilege, this flavor. These beans come from your earth. I can taste you, Mother Gaia. Pike Place roast. Explore clearing meditation, self-energy work, and put intention into the meaningful parts of your life. Find ways to balance your life. Be aware of the times of day that are more conductive. I was going to say conclusive. Conductive. Again, conductor. Conductive to different states of consciousness, such as flow, meditation, and productivity. It says conductive. Themes. As if we have not enough themes already. Trains, orchestras, or fucking whatever, man. You Mozart, man, or are you just riding my train? What am I, Thomas the Tank Engine? Think I can. Of course you can. Find ways to balance your life. Be aware of the times of day that are more conductive to different states of consciousness, such as flow, meditation, and productivity. Themes. Integration of spirit and the eternal self. Not external, eternal. Everything is infinitely expansive outside of us, and infinitely expansive within us on a microscopic. And then once you've reached microscopic scale, you can micro nanoscopic it. And then even that can be magnified and dissected and divided, but it's beyond what the human eye can see. Therefore, it must be, according to science, beyond what the human mind can fathom. But an external version example of that would be even just in our ocean depths, the Marianas Trench. We don't even know what's down there because we can't go down there. And even if we can go down there, they're not telling us that we can't go down there because there's probably Loch Ness Monster down in that motherfucker. Or giant octopus. Haven't you seen Goonies? What about Popeye? They took that out of Popeye. The musical, yeah. They tried to Mandela effect that shit out of Goonies, dude. Yeah, there's a giant octopus at the end of Goonies. Don't forget the octopus. Show your kids the version with the octopus. Never mind the clock tower. There's nothing we can do to save the clock tower. But you can save the giant octopus in Goonies. Only you can save the giant octopus in Goonies and prevent forest fires. Sometimes at the two birds, one stone. Healing position. The feet. 30 centimeters below the feet. Placing the card at the feet is fine. What? Position. Healing position at the feet. 30 centimeters below the feet. Placing the card at the feet is fine. I don't know. You don't have the card, but I don't know. I wouldn't put it by your feet. Whatever. Get grounded. Color wash. Earth brown. There you go. Or flesh colored t-shirts, which I despise. I want to read one more, but I do want to do not a full spread like that, because that all came out all chunky like Goonies. I did the truffle shuffle. I don't want truffle shuffle. I just want regular shuffle. And I'm going to pull a card off the top, okay? We're going OG. Every time I see your name, Soul Scribe Tribe, I think it says like subscribe, and it's like, this is my channel. How can I subscribe? I'm already pulled over. I can't pull over any farther. And I'm like, oh no, it's Soul Scribe. My bad. Yes, Octopus and Goonies. Oh man, thank God. That almost became the cornucopia and Fruit of the Loom. Save the good, save the octopus. It's terrible. But, like, it belongs there. I feel like it was to save 15 minutes on, like, public broadcasting television, back in the day. It was like, no, man, Mr. Rogers is playing at 10, whether you like it or not. Octopus or no octopus. Do you want to save the Goondocks or not? Fine, we'll take out the fucking octopus. That's like Queen making Bohemian Rhapsody just 7 minutes, just in case. Like that. You got to hear that whole shit. Yeah, look, air in reverse. No one's going to put that on the radio. Yeah, they will. Paradigm shift. You won't. Beyond the mind. Yeah, you don't see the vision that we see. Realm Bridger. There's that. I think that's the card we were reading, right? But it was talking about you bridging realms, even if it wasn't. And fire. Your shit's fire, yo. You're lit. Get a fucking extinguisher. No, wait, don't. Get some marshmallows. Let's make some s'mores. Okay. We didn't start the fire. It was always burning since the world's been turning 12-12, but I have Hershey chocolate bars. Let's get to work. Okay. Let's do this one more time. Hit me, baby, one more time. Oops. I did it again. I played with the cards, got lost in your game. Ooh, baby, baby. 7 again. What in the world? 11? 77? It's crazy. There's 17. That's our cue. We got a 5 here. We got an 8 there. That's 13. That's death. So 13 plus 17, that's a 30. That's a 30. Wait a minute. I feel like that is the page we read. Yeah, 30 was what we had last time. But it was different numbers, right? 17, hold on. 22, 30. Yeah, we got 30 both times. Was it Realm Bridger? No, it was Earth Star Chakra, the initiation. Sea Spirit was like, no, you got to double check your work, Johnny. How crazy is that? 2 completely different combinations of numbers with 4 dice, all having different numbers of sides on them, getting the same sum. Wow. A little something for y'all. Oh, hold up. Wait a minute. I mean, I'm used to expecting the unexpected, but stop the press. Real hood scientists. All good in the hood. I hope you're doing well. It's good to see you. We were just tripping out on all the synchronicities up in this bitch. Let's see. 31, 38. And what is that? Is that an 8? And that's another 8. So 46. There we go. 46. Pick up sticks. Paradigm shift. Ooh, that's that air card. That right like the wind. I feel like you're gonna be out like a kite, just fuck, once you get that shit up in the air, it's like one of the best fucking things, man. I love kites. Now I want a kite. Too damn hot to fly kites. An innovative way of existing. New earth energies. Inspiring others. Fresh air. Open a goddamn window, would you? Flying higher than you have before. More expansive perspectives. That's what I was saying earlier about expansiveness. And then inner expansiveness, whatever. And consciousness shift. It's like Spirit knew what I was going to say before I even said it. It's weird. We are in a time of great change. And the speed of our evolution is increasing exponentially. Meaning, just by it existing, it is evolving. Into something new all the time, consistently. With our advancing technology and ability to communicate, more knowledge and power are available to us as individuals than we have had for centuries. There are also more platforms where we can share this information. We have the ability to connect with the tribes who are making a difference, to connect with the web of change, where our lights unite and increase. Information that was inaccessible, taboo, or shrouded in mystery, or initiation, especially in the healing arts, is now available. We can engage many tools as we build energetic sovereignty and create pockets where we can choose to make big changes in our communities. Ooh, big change community pockets. Hot pocket. Hopefully it's cooked all the way through and it doesn't scold your mouth when you bite into this pocket of community. We can inspire others, connect the dots, receive and share the knowledge and tools needed for transformation. Here, do you need a screwdriver? Phillips flathead? You just let me know. I got you. As we wake up, we can't help but awaken those around us. We may start with an injury on what this fresh, new, and long-awaited breath inquiry. My bad. It could start with an injury. I don't know. Maybe you broke your leg or whatever. Break a leg. That's how we do it in Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? As we wake up, we can't help but awaken those around us. It may start with an inquiry on what this fresh, new, and long-awaited breath in is all about. Are those Glade plugins? Those are delicious. An expansive being holds a tiny heart-shaped seedling. When the foundations we build on come from a place of love over fear, which we talked about earlier, we will see huge positive huge positive changes in the world. We can start with ourselves. You better clean that shit up, because I ain't cleaning it up. You better put that shit back where after you play with it, collective. Themes. I'm not your fucking nanny. Communication. Sharing wisdom and the breath of life. Movement. Faith. Winged helpers. Intention, inspiration, and change. Okay. That was fun. Level 3. What the fuck? Okay. You guys are doing all right. Right? You're doing all right, right? Yes. Okay. Let's say, I don't want to assume. But I feel like you're doing a fantastic job. Harmonic flight. You got off to a rough start, but yeah. Once you get in the air again, the kite, you know what I mean? It's getting it up in the air. It's always not fun. But once it's up there, the kids don't want to go home from the park, you know? Truth is, they're just waiting for the ice cream man to spin the block, and then they want to shake you down for $5 to get a fucking SpongeBob SquarePants with bubblegum eyeballs. I've seen it a million times. Shit. I want one. That's probably why you're staying. You secretly want that shit too. I wish they'd bring the foot back with the bubblegum toenails. Not that I have like a foot thing, but I just like that would totally take me back in time. You know what I'm saying? Or the Pink Panther? I mean, come on. Like, are you telling me the only way we can see Pink Panthers if we watch like reruns on like Tubi or fucking buy insulation for our walls at Home Depot or whatever? Like, that's the only way we can catch some Pink of the Panther. And why does the color pink keep coming up so much? Save the boobies. Maybe that was because the Beyond the Marion boobies were coming out. I'll do whatever I can to save boobies. Within my power, of course. I'm only one man with two hands, you know. But one breast at a time. All I can do is my breast. And asking for anything more than me, well, that just wouldn't be fair. 12:21 on the Zelda Game & Watch. I mean, right? I mean, we can do what we can. Don't say I never gave you nothing or whatever. Helping hand, perhaps. Really, it's no big deal. Okay. Be my pleasure. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Level 4. Are you ready for this? Bum, bum, bum. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Cool. Oh, we forgot to pull the bullets back. The shell casings we're gonna get hemmed up, bro. We gotta get rid of all the evidence from that last mind-blowing reading. Oh, goodness gracious. Great balls of fuego. Okay. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8, 9, 10. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's a certain card that I was seeing in the very first reading from this deck. But this is the first time I believe it appeared in the choices. Pretty sure. So yeah, guys, look forward to a reading using that Oracle of the Divine deck, because that's what we gonna do. That's what we gonna do. I don't know when. Just calm down. Come on. Stay on 5. 1, 1, 7, 5. Level 4, if you chose the biblical tarot, you can't take both paths. Something has to be chosen. You are loved, by the way. God is love. Whatever lives in love lives in God, and God in them. That's that John. That John energy. The devil is the author of confusion. God brings you clarity, usually through meditation, prayer. Not out of someone's mouth. The only one who could ever reach me was the son of a preacher man. The only boy who could ever teach me was the son of a preacher man. Yes, he was. Yes, he was. Oh, yes, he was. Samuel, the boy prophet, Aaron, brother of Moses, the high priest. Again, I'm almost getting Mr. Miyagi, Daniel-san vibes here. Page of Grains in reverse, the Chariot in reverse. Again, I feel like I'm just getting mentor. Like, specifically, I'm getting Chubbs and Happy Gilmore. Just tap it in. Tap it. Tap, tap, taparoo. And again, it's like someone working with you. Like, this would be like a coach running drills with you, not just blowing a whistle and yelling at you saying you're fat and slow and you need to be faster and skinnier because you're stupid. This is someone like that is like, tackle me, or like Mr. Miyagi, like, kick me harder. What the fuck was that? Page of Feathers. Esther saves the Jews. It's in reverse. Again, it's like tough love. Like, you got to suck it up, son. There's going to be times where you can't just cry it away. Let me see what you got. Hit me harder. And it's like someone's taking blows in order to challenge you, to strengthen you. But they're in your corner for sure. Wow. They're in your corner for sure. Listen. It's the ascension of Jesus. But look, this is the Ace of Candles in reverse is Moses seeing the burning bush. We're past you knowing that something is real. It's about harnessing your gift or whatever it is from the divine themselves. Jesus is winking at you saying, you were always supposed to do this. Look at this. Hannah, mother of faith. This is for a divine feminine, level 4. I mean, it doesn't have to be, but even if you're a dude, this is like, come on, man. you care about yourself enough, right, to do the right thing for everyone. I feel like you got to do the right thing for you, for everyone that matters. For everyone that matters. You have to do this. I saw Dean in my mind's eye. Hey, since the last time I talked to you, I killed Hitler. Thanks. Queen Feathers. Abigail the Peacemaker. It's in reverse. Again, I feel like you're ready. It's like, I'm going to tell you right now, to be the peacemaker, you're going to have to dig your feet into the ground and brace yourself for impact. Just like that football coach I was telling you earlier, hit me. Even if it's like you're behind that pad or whatever, because you got Junior Seau about to crack this. You got Natron Means. Sorry, I'm OG San Diego Chargers fan. You got Natron Means coming at the fucking bag. Full speed ahead. So brace yourself for impact. But I feel like you're equipped to handle it. Let's check it out. Fuck. So I'm going to read what this says, because it's Acts 1:9. After he said this, he was taken up before their very eyes, and the cloud hid him from their sight. So again, I feel like you have come a long way, and it's time for you to, you've either mastered something or you're being frowned. Again, that initiation card came out, like initiation was brought up a few times, but it's like, no, man, like, never mind, like, whatever prerequisites are required for this, what paper degrees you need. You have the experience, it shows, and someone knows what that looks like. The magician in reverse, and there's no way to fake it. There's no way to fake it. I do feel like you have parted seas. That's the only way. Look at this. Parting of the seas in reverse. I feel like no one is harmed in the making of your film or whatever. It's almost like they got the hint when the seas parted. All of Pharaoh's men were like, you know what? Maybe we shouldn't keep chasing this guy. 12:30 on this other game watch. I feel like I've seen this before. Yeah, I'm not doing it, man. Fuck that. Now I'm seeing Finn in Star Wars Episode 6, where he wakes up seeing his fellow stormtrooper die. I don't know when they stopped being clones of Jango Fett and they started recruiting black people. But they're like, you know what? Why do we cloning people? Every time we clone them, they get dumber and dumber, and their ears start going everywhere, and people don't even believe it's Joe Biden. So maybe we should start just hiring, people. It's like, at least give them like black stormtrooper outfits. Like, that would be cool, but no. And they still can't fucking hit a broadside of a barn. But you know what I'm talking about? Waking up to the fact that you're just a clone. You're a clone. Literally, a clone of a clone of a clone. You got DNA from your parents' 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 parents. And you're your own clone that's taken on a life of its own. Creepy, right? I know. You got this quantum computer up here that you never even took a fucking Word Perfect class. That's what Word was called. It's short for Word Perfect. Three of Grains. Building of Solomon's Temple. Hey, look at that. It looks like a clock tower. As for the temple you are building, if you follow my decrees, observe my laws, and keep all of my commands, and obey them, I will fulfill through you the promises I gave to David, your father. So again, I almost feel like you might even have ancestral help building what you have that others on this earth plane, like you got some Obi-Wan Kenobi out there helping you build whatever this is, letting you see clearly what that path is that needs to be paved or traveled, And then it's up to you to take those steps. What's this in reverse? Wow. See, I feel like people before you, maybe they have the perfect excuse as to why they did it or wouldn't or would have, should have, could have. But that's because it's like their power was taken from them. I feel like in some way they gave in, sold out, sold their soul to stay in a comfortable situation out of fear. Again, out of fear. And you're choosing love. And that's the fucking hardest thing ever. Not choosing penis or like some Romeo Juliet shit, but yeah, kind of Romeo Juliet shit. But I have a feeling this ends different. Five of Chalices, Justice in reverse. Again, something's not fair. I feel like you followed all the rules, and you started this gangster shit, and that's the motherfucking thanks you get. So I feel like you know that you're not gonna any longer be punished for something that doesn't even deserve punishing. This is like me doing time back in 2004 for getting arrested for selling pot, and now you can just save 20% of base smokes and get a free eighth. And we feed and help rescue children that were trafficked. The Tower, Six of Chalices, yeah. Jesus loves the children. You know what I mean? He was all about the children. Yeah, the Tower of Babel. So, inevitable change. Much needed, if you ask me. When Jesus saw this, he was indignant. He said to them, "Let the little children come to me, and do not hinder them, for the kingdom of God belongs to such as these." That's Mark 10:24 or 10:14, my bad. Yesterday, or in the last lap, we had 1:14, I believe, on the dice. Jesus and the children. Let them come to me. Look at this, the star. Follow thy yonder star, we three kings of Orient are. And again, I feel like people are coming together. It's like they've heard the good news. The Empress in reverse. And it's interesting because we have that Emperor or the High Priest. So I'm getting like, no, doing something not just because you want to or have to, but because both. You have to and you want to. This is your purpose. You were called, you were chosen to do this, and there's that's the reason why it's so difficult. That no one has done it before you. There's no path to follow. There's no path paved. You're paving your own destined path. And again, that was out earlier. And again, the Tower, fall of Jericho. And I was getting with you didn't part the seas. No one's going to get harmed, but something that someone built that was based on falsities or ill intentions for strength, wealth, whatever, ill intentions, period, end of sentence, is coming to an end that will be witnessed by many. And I'm getting, did I do that? You sure did, Urkel. Look at this. And I wouldn't say celebrate so soon, but look, again, the parted seas, I feel like you're dancing in them, celebrating. And it's like, because you know that if anyone that isn't belong in that party were to try to so much as do the fucking electric slide, boy, they'll be conductive, all right. It's electric. Boogie, oogie, oogie. But no, this is, and again, what's weird is like, someone I feel like just wants to celebrate with you guys and doesn't want to be with like the group that they're in. So I almost feel like this is like the end of a movie when the credits are rolling and then it's like the bad guy who was on the wrong team. Oh, I'm getting like, again, the Jesus thing, the Roman. Remember the Roman that like took Jesus down and they had to stab him in the fucking rib to make sure he was dead? And then when he saw the wine and the blood, he was like, oh my God, this is the Messiah. Fuck. I was just doing my job. What the fuck? what is that movie? Is it called The Roman? It's like about that guy. And it's like he changes his whole, he's like converted, right? 5 of Feathers in reverse. King Saul's tragic downfall. Again, someone was defeated by, I feel like they try to change his fate by keeping something secret. Because I'm kind of getting Maleficent vibes, like trying to pretend like they didn't place a curse on that girl that they probably once loved. And then said, get out of here. I'm a king and you're not worthy to be among me and my people. And now it's like everything's all fucked up. Like this, the emperor. It's like, yeah, dude, it's your fault, bro. That's what you get for not knowing how to treat a lady, bro. What is this? Yeah, look, you tried to run. Joshua, leader of faith. Yeah, this is a coward. That's what we learned in the Maleficent. Not that Maleficent is innocent. But that dude was a total fucking douchebag. And that's the type of shit that results from douchebaggery. You know? That's how, like, we get stupid protests like no kings or whatever. No, how about no cowards as kings? We need a king. Otherwise, there's not going to be any regulation. And then your train's going to go off the rails on a crazy train. Kids are going to be putting pennies on that shit again. It's going to take 50 years to build a monorail in California. So to think that you're just going to get rid of the trains. What's that song by Train? What's that song by Train? Isn't it like about angels or whatever? No. But someone's going to miss the train, the bus. And that is something they will never, ever, ever do again. 10:10 on the clock. We're getting crisscross applesauce. Someone I feel like is overdoing it a little bit. ARKADE'S. 9 of Feathers. Peter denies Jesus. It's in reverse. Yeah, see, I feel like you're forgiven for something, but you got to forgive yourself or whatever. Or it's like not Jesus you need to be apologizing to. It's someone else. But Jesus might have been like the reason why you feel bad, or because Jesus didn't give up on you or whatever, even though you give up on him or something like that. Temperance in reverse. 3 of Feathers in reverse. It's like you probably thought he wasn't there for you, when the truth is, this is the most beautiful thing, when you realize he was there this whole time. He was right there this whole time, right there inside, but you was too busy trying to find. I said, walk with me, talk with me, just around the block with me, escape with me, take a break with me. You'll be thanking me later. Just you wait and see. Just you wait and see. I swear something flipped up. No? What is this? King of Chalices. Come, let us rebuild the wall of Jerusalem, and we will no longer be in disgrace. See, that's just it. I feel like something was maybe destroyed, taken down, but this is an opportunity for you to do it either better this time, or maybe it wasn't done right the first time and that's why it failed. Maybe it had plastic parts meant to break, and no, now you're reinforcing something. I'm just getting like the evolution of like your journey is like the evolution of anything. Like we talked about football earlier. Back in the day, they used to crack skulls with leather underwear on their head. Like how far we've come, and Seau was a big part of that. The world, New Jerusalem. So again, it's like, thank goodness some things remain the same. I feel like some changes occur, but it should be for the better. Like, it shouldn't be punishment. Like, you shouldn't just take all the menthol cigarettes out of California. but everything in moderation. That's racist. That's more racist than just having one black stormtrooper in the entire fucking Star Wars universe. I wasn't the one that made that choice. I'm just letting you know. What is this? Hey, at least Jango Fett and Boba Fett are like Filipino or whatever. Talk about twist. I never saw that coming. After putting him to sleep, we got to read this because it came out twice. After putting him to sleep, what, Sleeping Beauty? On her lap, because, you know, he trusted his wife. He called for someone to shave off the 7 braids of his hair, and so began to subdue him. Strength left him, again, out of fear. Someone's weakness is their fear. And you could be the strongest, biggest, baddest, I'll huff and puff and blow your house down, but because you're so afraid of something, someone's going to take it from you. This is like afraid to do what your heart is calling you to do, and then someone else does it first and gets the credit because they stole it, but because you waited too long on it. You know the rules. You know the rules. I almost feel like, never mind. Like, look at the commandments. Honor thy father and mother. Your father, your mother, within, your light, your dark. Honor that. Your sun, your moon. Honor that. Thou shalt not kill. Does it say thou shalt not defend at all costs? No. It says thou shalt not go out of your way to fucking end life. And the same goes for your own. If you're not living your best life, are you not taking your own life away? It's different if there is literal prohibitions stopping you. And if those are fair or unfair, again, if you're in a cage because you did something that deserves punishing, shit, that's, I thought, what we were paying our taxes for. But if you're in there wrongfully accused or for some bullshit, I'd rather have the extra cash and reopen fucking insane asylums and throw people who are crazy in there and stop trying to feed them pharmaceutical drugs because, you know, there's money in people being sick and broken and relying on the sickness and the brokenness. The funny thing is that people who prescribe, people who diagnose, usually the ones who need it most, when you're suppressing your gifts and you're the one who's strong enough to walk in there. And it's almost insulting to hear stuff from professionals when they try to tell you about you or whatever. Fun fact, I'm a professional spiritual advisor for California Psychics. And although I'm not going to disclose any personal reading information, I will tell you, there are so many people on this planet that don't realize how great they are, even though they know how great they are, because they identify as broken when they're not broken. They're different. They're just not fitting into everyone else's fucking square pegs or round holes or whatever. And I have this beautiful kind of like view of people like picking themselves up and getting back at it and not giving up. Like I have that kind of, I get to see that people walking, you know, changing their mind when they're walking to a abortion clinic or something, a Planned Parenthood. Like I'm like, and they come to me, you know, I'm not out there with a sign fucking bothering everyone, disturbing their peace. And I feel so blessed, especially when it's like a heavy hitting reading like that, I have the privilege of delivering that message for that person that day. It's incredible. And hopefully, like, that's the thing. Hopefully, I don't hear from them. That means I did my job. If you call me every day and you tell me nothing's changed, it's like, well, duh. The truth is, every day, the only thing we can expect is change. Whether or not you move with that change or stay stuck or where you're at, that, my friend, is nobody's fault but mine. 2 of chalices in reverse and 10 of grains. Again, look at all that's out there. And then there's this. I said, well, at least it's uncomfortable, but it's familiar. At least I know that. But look, this isn't grass is always greener on the other side, or isn't greener. Look at that. Do you see what I see? Way up in the sky, shepherd boy. Level 4. That was your reading. Do you hear what I hear? A song echoes through the night. He will bring us goodness and life. He will bring us goodness and light. Like, who could hate that? Have a problem with that? Yes. Your parents. I don't know. They don't want you to be good and light and fucking happy. I don't know. But call me old school or a traditionalist. There's just certain things that I don't know. I feel like we can all relate to feeling chills down our spine, right? Some of those hymns, those psalms do just that for me. And I just sometimes I want other people. I wonder if other people feel that too. And I know they do, just maybe not with that song, but it's the same feeling I get when I feel almost overwhelmed with like happiness. And it's like when you're in those kind of states, you don't want anyone to take it away. I don't want to lose it. It's like wanting to keep that buzz going. And when it goes away, here's the thing. When you learn how to do this as like an exercise, when you need a snack for your soul and you just need to tie yourself over, you have effective ways to snap out of this that you know work for you. Why would you not do that? Why wouldn't you invest in that, commit to that, and make it part of your routine, part of your day to day, your regimen? And again, don't feel bad for not having done it sooner. Maybe it wasn't time. Maybe it was you didn't have it, or maybe you didn't believe in yourself or whatever. But all that is gone. Again, I'm getting that energy that I was getting earlier. Again, like comfortably numb, but not in like a drugged out fucking Pink Floyd kind of way. But ready. Like in the past, there were so many butterflies and all that stuff preventing you from getting on the stage. And maybe it's not the stage. Maybe it's just maybe you don't want to be on stage, but maybe your work will be conducted, performed on stage. And again, that takes a lot of collaborative effort. But I feel like it's something about starting, just getting started. Star Wars Episode 4. That's such a, what was that? $17,000 budget. How many of you, if you had actors, a script, I bet everyone in here could somehow, some way come up with 17 grand. If you knew that it would eventually become the Star Wars universe, once upon a time ago in a galaxy far, far away, you would scrounge up every fucking penny you could find. In fact, I bet some of y'all, like when you're out of cigarettes or whatever, I bet you find a fucking way. You manifest that shit. For those of you who are, whatever it is, 10 of Pentacles, I bet when you run out, you never run out. Apply that to more stuff. Why are you so driven for that? I just heard, I would walk 500 miles and I would walk 500 more. Just to be the man who walked 1,000 miles and falls. Now that should do. All right, let's take a look at the. Let's close the poll, y'all. Thank y'all for checking out the poll. Did I see a 40% there? Wow, 40%. Holy crap, that's evenly spread. I like that. My intuition is screaming at me to choose between blank. The idea here, guys, of this exercise is to fill in the blank. Okay? So 40% of y'all said, my intuition is screaming at me to choose between comfort and growth. Boy, was that not just here in the community chess deck about when I was cleaning up the biblical tarot about, hey, it's uncomfortable, but at least it's familiar. That's the comfort and growth. Almost half of you have that. Almost half of you, another 40% said, my intuition is screaming at me to choose between fear and freedom. Boy, has that been a reoccurring message in tonight's reading as well. But you know what I haven't seen once? Fear. I've seen fear-like cards somewhat show up in reverse, but not once did I see it taking over you. If anything, I saw it in my oracle cards describing the naysayers. Fear and freedom. 10% of y'all said, my intuition is screaming at me to choose between past and future. Repeat the same cycles? Because again, a lot of what I was saying here too is finding what works for you and then rinsing and repeating that, making it a habit, a good habit. Some of that might be making a habit of experiencing newness, whether it's something new on the menu or you always get this and now you just want to try new flavors, new experiences, new sights, new sounds, new music. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Explore, little explorer. My intuition is screaming at me to choose between and 10%. Again, another 10%. So 40% and 40%, and then 10% and 10%. Another 10% said, my intuition is screaming at me to choose between them and myself. And I'm going to tell you right now, personally, collective, not to give you unsolicited advice, because I can't fucking stand that shit. Cringe. But if it were me and anyone, I don't give a fuck who, makes me choose between them and myself. What did I say earlier about you choosing you is the best choice for everyone involved, including them at this stage in your reading. So always choose self. Be selfish, especially when you've spent a whole lifetime being selfless. If you are selfish, you're probably going to miss this message anyways and have already done something super selfish and refuse to see the error of your ways because how you wouldn't see them. So I'm not talking to you, but I'm not worried about you either. You'll be just fine rinsing and repeating your same mistakes. Now the rest of you, choose self. And you shouldn't even have to question that. But I feel like a lot of y'all maybe thought, why me? What makes me so special? Where do I even begin to start? Guys, make sure if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell, hit the thumbs up. If you're watching this on the replay, drop a comment. below. If you're watching it live, give me a little bit, and you'll be able to comment below and let me know how it resonated for you, if at all. You can drop some emojis. Let me share your emotions through little pictures, if you don't have the words to say. What else? Oh, yeah. Save 20% at Base Smokes and get yourself a free eighth by clicking that QR code. You'll see it pop up, or click the link in the description box below. It'll take you right there. Save 35% off using discount code ARKADE'S at checkout at ARIES.com. Get yourself some fashionable gear like this here. And then what else? Save 25%. ARK25 at checkout. Scan that little red QR code there, and that's the #1 selling mushroom gummy. So if you're trying to expand consciousness and don't want to leave the house, or you're leaving the house to go find a weird, cool trail to hike down, and you want to watch the ground breathe and the sky burp or whatever is going on, don't say I never gave you nothing. And 10% of all my earnings from my affiliate sales and whatnot, I contribute personally. We do together to stop child trafficking, child exploitation, guys. So thank you for that. And then make sure you guys check out the TarotZone.com. You can scan that QR code or just go to the TarotZone.com, the official Jonny Arcade headquarters, where you can get all of the goodies, the embroidered goodies. You can get the tarot deck. You can get the shadow boxes, and each one is designed and handcrafted by yours truly, hand assembled with intention to help you heal your shadow wounds, integrate your shadow. It's shadow healing, man. Shadow box, shadow healing. You see what I did there? Clever, right? And $5 from each tarot deck sold, each shadow box sold goes to stop child trafficking. That's right, $5. Or you can get $1 to sea otters or whatever. Buy some bracelets. Well, I love you guys, and you know what time it is? Ancient Chinese secret. Ho ho! Me Chinese, me play trick, me got secret for that dick. Oh, 100 on the Zelda game. 100 on the Zelda game. All right. Oh, you didn't know? You're gonna call somebody. I'm just kidding. You should probably save your prepaid phone minutes. Let's save. Thank you, Jennifer. It's good to see you, Hood Scientist. It's good to see y'all collected. These are fresh. I'm going to eat this one. Open sesame. Ooh, it's crispy. Mmm. Mmm. Been so long. Mmm. Mmm. Excuse me, guys. I love American Chinese cookies. They're proudly made in America. Isn't that funny? Everything we have is made in China. I buy American Chinese fortune cookies. Ha ha! Hit that, China! Learn Chinese. Mandarin. Like the language? The culture? Or like the orange? Or is that all the same thing anyway? Mandarin. You know how you say Mandarin in Chinese? You would think it would be like Mandarin with an accent, but no, it's Ganju. Well, that's like ganja. You know, say 10% at James Rose, get yourself a free eighth. Ganju. Hey, I got you. You need a plug? I got you. Mandarin. Lucky numbers are 25, 5, 7, 45, 31, and 46. From the top, 25, 5, 7, 45, 31, and 46. Ooh. Wake me up when September ends. 10:33. Why, you ask? Because 1, I could sleep for a month. 2, September will bring you peace and tranquility. Peace and tranquility. 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 It really bothers me that it won't like focus on. It's because it wants to focus on my beautiful hairy skin and all my hair follicles and my facial structure, whatever. September will bring you peace and tranquility. You're just gonna have to trust me. That's what it says. I try to show you goodbye. September will bring you peace and tranquility. And speaking of peace and tranquility, if you ain't heard it today, know that you are awesome. You got at least one dude out there praying for you, and God bless you and your beautiful families. I'll see you on the next one, collective. God bless. Let's see what we got going on up in here, shall we? Let's do this. Wow, it's very thin in here. And how come I don't see Hood Scientist in the list? Hood Scientist isn't in the list, but Real Hood Scientist was here. Bethany Bonk, Tara Starr, and Jennifer Miller. Where is everyone? Where is Michelle Pagliacci and Empress St. Clair? How come it's not counting you in top fans? Are you not watching consistently? Are you guys doing something else and YouTube is calling you out? Well, we'll just have to find out on the replay. I love you guys. I'll see you on the next one. You naughty Illuminati. See ya. Peace.